Who has access to your files right now? You might be surprised. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up access and permissions for free using Google Drive. There are 4 permission levels. Let's take a look. Here, when you click anyone with a link, let's take a look. Viewer, commenter, editor. The 4th level is the owner, which is you can control and do everything in the document. So the different, and that would be when we're sharing with specific people, the approach could be pretty much restricted. Like, I like I'll open it up and show you. So let's look at the differences between sharing with one particular person versus sharing with a particular group of people that you want them to have access. For this file, I'm going to share with a group of people. So I will set up the access to be anyone with a link. And since it's a group of people, I only want them to have viewer status. So that's done. I will click the link and then close that. That's how you set that up for a group of people. You can, when you want multiple people to have access to something. This brand guide, okay, we want to share this with just one person. So we're going to change this to restricted. Yeah, I have it as a part of a parent folder, but I'm also going to send it to one particular person so that she's the only person to get this, to have access to this. But when you do that, you see the choices pop up: editor, viewer, commenter. She's going to be able to edit, organize, and do anything with the files. And if I want her to be notified, that you click this box, because it's going to send her an email, and I'll send a message. Here is, but she'll get a notification. Otherwise, when you have those links and things, it's not going to send the person anything unless you specifically click to send. And see this link? You can copy it, but it's going to send her a link to this. So you would click send. This file is just for her, and she'll be the only person that'll be able to do this. That's how you use the difference between sending things to a group of people versus sending them to one person.
I realized in this section I breezed over the parent folder set, so I want to go back and explain it. When you limit the access to a folder that lives under a parent folder, it removes it so that the access is limited to just the one you are listing as restricted. That is why you see the parent folder, and the folder where the limited access file lives has been lined through.
And that's one way that I show my clients how to have files that they send their clients to have access to, but they don't want them to have access to the entire thing. Another way is to avoid sending the entire folder. Like, people have asked me, how do I not send my entire Google Drive? If you have it set up by your business pillars, it will make it a lot simpler to just send them what they need to have access to. If it's a client and you created client folders, you will just be sending that client their folder. You won't be sharing them everything else. They will have anyone with the link, but they will only have viewer or commenter because you want them to comment with it. And you send the link to them. Or you could absolutely make it just them specifically, like what we talked about when they have editor, but we want them to just have commenter view, access. We can do so that way. That's the simplest way to avoid sending everybody, when you send people files, sending them more than you want to send them. Make sure you're in the right file for the first step. You've got your business pillars. Maybe you're opening the marketing. This breadcrumb will tell you exactly where you are. If I open the marketing assets, now I'm in the marketing assets. So we want to make sure we don't want to send them the entire drive. We don't even want to send them the entire marketing folder. We just want to send them this lead magnet folder. Then we take a look at the breadcrumb up top and make sure we're shared accordingly. So, what if I give somebody access to edit things and now I want to downgrade them? Maybe they were a client and we were working on things together, or maybe they were somebody on my team and they're no longer on my team and I gave them edit access. Well, now it's time to go back and revoke that. Here in the brand guide, we had access. We want to look at access in the folder. We can check out the limitations. We could check out activity. Oh, I think we were looking at the other. Okay. Details, who has access. When we click on that, then it will allow me to change the access. She was at editor. We're going to transfer ownership if it's a new person that was working on our team, or we'll just remove access, which will be simpler. Remove access and save. This is available inside of our system, inside of our free Google Workspace system. So we've talked about the 4 levels of permission. We've talked about how you can control what others are doing by using those permission levels, and how to revoke and change access after the status changes from client or team members or what else. So go ahead and start setting up your permissions in your business, making sure only the people you want to have access to it. If this has been helpful, go ahead and subscribe for more tutorials like this. See you in the next video.